Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Northern Alchemy Brewery, and it's a bottle of their 60-minute continuously hopped Pilsner, and it's a collaboration with Bierrex. There you go. So there's the name of the brewer, and the name of the beer is a small writing below. Right, black bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. I'd like to thank ebria.com for sending the beer. Wow. So a 3-finger Whitehead for a continuously hopped Pilsner. You can see the level of hops there that's been added to the beer. You can see kind of that little bit of haze going on in there. Certainly looks like a bottle conditioned beer also, so that could well be yeast, as well as a little bit of that kind of hop haze coming through. Nice levels of carbonation. When I mean hop haze, the beer is not chilled below 4 degrees, so it's not a chemical reaction that's made the beer look like this. It looks very nice, kind of lemony, little bits and pieces floating around, lovely kind of carbonation rushing up the side of the glass. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, and it certainly smells like a Pilsner. 5.6% ABV, you get a little bit of kind of breadiness in there. And a sort of a marmalade-y, kind of jammy hop aroma comes through. Let's dive in, give it a taste. Cheers. Wow. Blimey. Right, this one's going to take a few seconds to, or certainly a few tastes to process. Need to work out exactly what's going on with this beer. I think they've actually put, it tastes like they've actually added an absolute ton of lemon peel. It's a big rush of malt to begin with. Biscuity malt is massively carbonated. It really kind of hisses on your tongue. Then it's like this sweetness lull. You get a little bit of sweetness going on there. It's like a little bit of a lull, and then smashing through on the back end is a mammoth amount of hops. It really is. At first, as I mentioned, I thought it was lemon peel. I thought, wow, this has got to be lemon peel. It's so bitter. But the more my palate is adjusting to it, the more I'm tasting it, the more I'm thinking to myself, no, it's not lemon peel. It really does taste like lemon peel because of the amount of hops that have been added, but really it's just, as I just mentioned, the amount of hops that have been added to the beer. It's really kind of piney and citrus grapefruity and lemony. It's really, my grandfather always used to use the term sharp. It's a really kind of sharp, bitter tasting beer. But also you get a kind of a, you know it's a naturally carbonated beer. You know it's a bottle conditioned beer. You do get a little bit of that yeasty taste coming through as well. It's slightly dry. Very, very similar, but almost miles apart at the same time. Of a Belgium ale. I know it's not a Belgium ale yeast, should I say. Very similar to a Belgium ale yeast, but certainly not a Belgium ale yeast. Does that make sense? I mean, it's massively carbonated like most Belgian beers are. And then there's this kind of huge lemony, well, there we are. I didn't add that at the beginning of the review because I didn't want to scare you guys off. But if you bought this beer by accident and you poured all of that yeast in the glass, don't worry, it's perfectly fine, as I will show you now. All of them bits and pieces is the second fermentation process in the beer. It carbonates the beer naturally. It's how beer has been brewed for thousands of years. Right, rating on this beer then. I'm going to give this one, I think I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. A very good hoppy Pilsner, but I've had a lot better. Thanks for watching. Check out ebria.com. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.